We are live again. Back into the TechLounge studio over here in Hall 2, booth B60. It is at CeBIT 2015 in Hanover. And we're going to have a little walk down memory lane because we're actually talking to the very, very first Intel spokesperson in Germany, which is Dr. Heiner Genzken.
Hey, nice to meet you, Sasha.
Nice to meet you. Well, you're not the Intel spokesperson anymore, but you've been the first one.
Well, I was the first tech PR manager in Central Europe.
Okay.
To be very, very precisely. So in the German-speaking countries, I was the one who was talking to the tech press.
Okay.
Trade press, tech and trade press. Yes, that was my first job at Intel, 1995.
Wow, as time goes by. That's 20 years ago.
20
so you have
years
kind
ago.
of anniversary this
I
year.
do. Actually, I do have an anniversary.
But right now you're a business development manager, and a very specific one.
This is very right. So my job is talking to big end customers.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not talking to our customers, I'm talking to the customers of our customers. And tell them about our roadmap, about our technologies, about the products that we can offer and how we can work together.
Okay, so let's be a little bit more precise on this. What's your real business besides talking?
My special.
That is my business, the talking. Okay.
Yeah, my special field of interest is data center.
Okay, fantastic. So it's going to be all about the big data, all about how we're going to analyze it. Huge topic over here, especially at CeBIT for the last 2 or 3 years or so. Sometimes I think, when we're talking about big data, we are processing big data since we figured out how to invent the first abacus, right? It was done because of big data somehow.
Yeah, sure. So the question is, what is big?
Yeah.
And big is getting bigger and bigger.
Yes.
And that is the trend. It is a huge topic in the industry. End customers are getting very, very interested in these technologies because they wanna improve their services, they wanna improve their logistics, they wanna improve their operations, they wanna sell more, they wanna design better drugs, whatever their business is, they wanna improve. And big data analytics can help a lot.
Yeah. I've had a great talk together with Hannes Schwaderer before. We were talking about the smart grid, which is somehow also very, very closely connected to data analysis and the big data in general. So, you're at a position right now where you're talking to so many different industries where data analytics is crucial for their processes. What's the most exciting? What's the biggest challenge right now for you?
The biggest challenge is in all these cases is defining the use case.
Yeah.
So we have a solution. I'm not very provocative, okay?
Yeah.
We have a solution, so we have to find the problem.
Yeah.
For it. That is in many cases very true. So we have to start with our customers from scratch. We have to analyze jointly with the customer their business needs, talk about what they want to do, what we can do and what they want to do and what they want to achieve, and then document all this, and only then start with the hardware, with the software, with pulling in other partners and whatever. But that is a very crucial point to define what do you want to achieve.
Back in November, I've been speaking at the Open Data Conference in Karlsruhe, and I was actually using big data, and especially in Germany, it's a quite it's a challenging market, especially when people don't want to share data at all. And I was just trying to bring up the idea of how important big data can be for societies in the future, for the cities of the future. And there's this amazing project that is happening in New York City. It's a New York City Open Data Graph, where they're kind of gathering all the data that they're generating through sensors all over the city, and it's of course also getting anonymized. So, and I can just look into the suburbs and into the districts and can see, okay, how's the air pollution? What about light pollution? And how about the traffic situation and crime and all of this? So I think we can do amazing things with big data, even for the user, even for the consumer.
Yes, of course. There are good examples that we have. Another good example is, for me personally, is drug design. So designing the next medicine, the next generation of medicine, to be more precise, because we can also analyze the genome of every individual person. Now with the tools that we provide, and with this information about the individual person and big data analytics, not me personally, but the doctors can define which medicine in which concentration, whatever, is the best specifically for that person. So we can design with big data methods individual medicine. And that is something which I think is very positive. Another thing for me, a wild field is transportation. Optimizing transportation, getting energy efficiency much more into that system, getting utilization of whatever, the vans, the cabs, better into that system. Good example. Or if you want, I can tell you how we at Intel use big data.
I would love to hear that.
Okay, we have 3 examples. One is our chip design. You can imagine when we design a new processor, then we have, as you know, billions of transistors on the size of a fingernail. And that doesn't work from the first attempt. Not at all. So we have to debug it. We have to get the bugs out of the system. So we have analyzing tools, and our engineers are very good at this because they have learned this over so and so many years. So they know certain patterns are the reason for certain bugs. And analyzing these patterns, finding these patterns is a big data problem if you have billions of transistors. So you have many multiple opportunities for bugs. The second thing is we use big data methods in our company to help us to prevent cyber attacks. You can imagine Intel, like any other company here on this planet, is a victim of cyber attacks. There are bad guys out there that want to grab our IP, that want to grab our data, that want to intrude in our data system. And they also leave certain patterns that our IT folks, our specialists, can detect. So what we are doing is we are analyzing billions and billions of events in our global network. And if we find something that is suspicious, then we can hopefully detect the attack before it comes to action. Here it helps. And the third one is a classic marketing and selling thing. So we have identified where we can use big data methods in our channel business, where we can improve sales, where we can improve the communication, where we can improve what our customers want and when they want what, and in which geography they want what, and so on. So we can, of course, analyze a lot. So we have increased the revenue and we have reduced the cost, and that's what everybody likes.
And your shareholders gonna love it.
They love it. They love it as well.
So basically, you're even working on, the efficiency. You're building big data infrastructures and environments for your own company.
Yes.
Which is quite interesting.
Our own company is developing reference designs that we can use and scale to other customers.
Interesting. So you're creating use cases also for your customers in the future, because what you just said earlier is, yes, we have the solution. I wouldn't say let's create the problem, but just let's talk about the potential problem that you have. Or let us just show you how you can be much more efficient and what you can actually. You're already generating these data. But how you can use them to your advantage.
So this is something that we do with our own company, but also with our end customers. We do exactly the same. So we look for lighthouse projects, and then we build with these lighthouse projects with our customers and with other partners. We build reference designs that we then sell, quote unquote, to other customers. And that is what we do with all kinds of new technologies. Big data is one example. We've
been talking a little bit about the transport system, public transport system. the car of the future will be all about big data, right? This is just
huge.
I had an idea that I should bring up this point.
Huge opportunities. Yes, of course. You know, the car manufacturers, they're gathering a lot of data about the cars out there, because the cars send back information to the car manufacturing, where they are, where they have been, how the engine is doing, and all these data that sensors in the car detect and gather. This is sent back to the car manufacturers. So you can imagine, if you have so and so many cars times so and so many data, so this is getting very, very soon a big data opportunity or problem that you can solve as a car manufacturer, and then you can improve your service, you can improve the customer experience, you can improve the maintenance cycles that you have with the car. You know specifically what you need to do with a specific car. Again, you have individual treatment of the car. This is somewhat similar to the example that we had in healthcare. So you can very individually give that specific car the right treatment.
When it comes to your job and how you showcasing processes and how you analyzing process for the future, are you actually, because I mean, Intel is a company that is, even though that your software division is huge, right, in your business development division, it's more well as a hardware manufacturer, as a silicon maker. Are you already, talking to the engineers on an engineering level, on a development level of new hardware, of new silicon, how you can optimize this to process big data, or is it at the end just all about number crunching?
It's not a one-way street, so this is going in both directions. We talk to our developers what to do with the transistors, with the transistor budget. So what are the next big things to come? And the other way around as well. We talk to the people that develop software. We talk to the companies that develop solutions, and of course we talk to the end customers to develop these reference architectures. So this is a process that goes in both directions. And hey, we are in the middle, playing somehow the traffic manager. Isn't that a great job?
Yeah, well, somehow it is.
Yeah.
And once again, just because, I mean, you're building hardware, you're building software on this, you're visualizing processes to your clients, and there is a huge demand in the industry, especially when a show like CeBIT the way it positioned itself in the last 3 years, and what we can see, what kind of ecosystems got created around this. It's really starting, it's really kicking off. It's quite interesting to hear that from Intel, from a business development manager's point of view. Well, thank you so much for joining us over here. We have a little bit of a break, and talking about big data, and we've been talking just about the smart car or the connected car of the future. We actually have a little video of Nicole checking out the BMW electric scooter, which is a connected one. So check this out.